And that is quite horrendous to see. Like, I'm not sure if it's just that bad. And from what I hear, the Blazy sizing is much more generous. Hi guys, so I might try to vlog a little bit today. I wanted to check out the Chanel launch, Mathieu Blazy's first runway collection. And this is my OOTD. I'm wearing the new shirt that I revealed recently. However, I do have my jacket zipped up. It's so nice, actually. It's so nice. I'll show you again later when I have a mirror. Of course, I need my down jacket from Fabrique, and I love these baggy jeans, Chanel 22. Hopefully they'll have some bags to check out. I definitely want to try some of the ready-to-wear. Hopefully there's even anything on the floor to try, and just see the new vibe that is going on at Chanel, because it's all different now, right? It's no longer the old Chanel, it's the new Blazy vision. So kind of excited about it. Oh, okay, let's go. They're not super comfortable though. This part is kind of like hard. They're definitely on the wider side. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Amy, and we're gonna review together Mathieu Blazy's first Chanel runway collection, the Spring Summer 2026. I was able to go to my local boutique to check it out. However, as I predicted, there was no stock. Of course, there's never stock on launch day, and especially the new Chanel ready-to-wear, especially the jackets, are gone. There was one that was on display, but it was already sold. So that's that. I think I'm gonna start with shoes this time, followed by the bags, and then all the ready-to-wear. I will say that the shoes are quite exciting for me, obviously because shoes are a little bit more accessible to the general public, although they are super high this season. So all of the shoes right here, these are all probably 9 to 10 centimeters high. I would never try them. I mean, I tried on one pair just for fun, but I would never really buy them. I'm liking everything. And as far as the price range, it seems okay. Like, it's not so out of this world different from the past. I mean, some of the shoes are more than others, but once again, shoes are definitely more accessible and something that you can still splurge on even if you don't have ready-to-wear money, which is the exciting part. Now, all of these are quite high heels. This was the pair that I decided to try on. I just like that it was the traditional two-tone with the toe cap, somewhat chunkier heel, but still has a beautiful curve. It's very recognizable as a Chanel signature because of the two tones, but it was also super attractive. Price wise, it's all right. It's high, but it's all right. You know, it's still relatively acceptable. And just It's such a beautiful pair of shoes. I just wish they made half of this height version because I cannot wear anything this high. But this pair of shoe I highly recommend if you are a shoe lover and if you really can wear these high heels, because they are still quite stable. Not for me though, but they are still quite stable. They're very comfortable for what they are. Because of the square toe cap, it allows your toes to splay a little bit more than the almond toe, which I really, really appreciate. This pair apparently is also all the rage. So this one, they had it in the boutique downstairs. But personally, I love this one more. I love the subtle curve here. This pair was definitely one of my favorite as well. They also have it in the two-tone, a little bit more expensive. But I love that this one has a cute turn lock. I will say on the picture, it looks not too crazy, but in real life, the square toe is very dramatic. It's quite square. I wish I tried it on now to show it to you. I will actually go back to the store to try on more shoes because they didn't have all the stock right away. If I can, I will show you on my feet how these look like. They are gorgeous. I assume they are similar fitting to the other pair that I tried on. But the toe cap for this one is even more wide and square, so keep that in mind. It's quite nice. This pair was also one of my favorite. They didn't have stock yet, and I just love the two-tone. They are a little bit on the higher price range, but still acceptable. Sandals. They're doing a lot of great sandals this season. This pair reminds me a little bit of the Oran sandals because it has the logo cut out. They are quite square and quite wide. I was interested in one of these. I was interested especially in the gold ones, but even for me with flat feet, I don't have wide feet, but I do have flat feet. They are too wide for me. Plus with the cutout, with my sensitive skin, it was rubbing against my feet, so I did not like it. But I had high hopes for these ones because they were really nice on picture. So you gotta try them on because we all have different anatomy, of course. These sneakers were apparently also super popular this season, as well as this one. Very popular. With the quilting. Now all the sneakers have really skyrocketed in price, but I can see why these ones are really popular because the quilting looks gorgeous. I love the contrasting black and white, of course, and they look quite comfortable. For a pair of sneakers, they should be comfortable. I love that the tongue is not so big and protruding. That's one of the problems that I have with sneakers. So this one is super cute for sure. But I've learned my lesson. I don't buy designer sneakers anymore. They're really expensive and you'd think they would be comfortable, but they don't always work out. So I'd rather buy the cute shoes, knowing that they're not going to be the most comfortable, but at least I know they are not going to be the most comfortable. They are definitely for more special occasions. With sneakers, no, I will not accept anything but comfort. Let us move on to some of the handbags now. One thing I will mention right off the bat is that the prices have really skyrocketed. We really say that every season, but this year with Blazy's collection, it is completely insane. I was even saying during the luxury live show, at the time, none of the pricing were available on the Canadian site. They haven't populated them. And I thought that maybe they didn't populate them because the price was too high. We're not going to buy it anyway. So anyway, the price came up. I guess they just took some time to populate the prices. And since our launch date is a little later than the rest of the world, never mind the prices. They are going to be insane. If you love the bag, you got to just save up for it or bite the bullet. So we're just going to mainly comment on the style. Now, this one is one of the most anticipated bag. Before we would call it the XXL classic flap. It's nice. With the chain strap in the past, it was always so uncomfortable for such a big bag because they're so heavy. So I love that this one has just the regular leather. It just it just makes sense. You know what I mean? I just want my big bags to be uber comfortable, and this one looks uber comfortable. I love the slouch that it has. So this was a great sort of like little modification from Blazy. I think this was a good move. It would appeal to a ton of people. Now this one, of course, being sort of the novel mangled reissue bag. At first, I'm not gonna lie, my first impression was, what are we doing here? Why are we mangling our bags? But I can totally understand it from a point of view of creativity and just think outside the box and push the boundaries. There is definitely a fine line in terms of how much you should push, or how much I think it becomes too much. But this for me is still considered tasteful. I would definitely collect it if money was no object, but I'll never put anything in this bag, obviously, if I wear open like this model is. It would just be for show. So while I love the idea, it would really be more for the collectible side of me, which never mind. I don't have that kind of money, so I wouldn't buy it. I'm just gonna click on it because I'm just curious about the price. As expected, $7 plus tax, so very, very high price point for $9 plus tax. Very, very high price point for seasonal bag, but just wanted to check it out. Now, these croc emboss bags are also all the rage. The east-west and the long shoulder strap is also very, very trendy. Oh, cute little keychain. But yeah, it's an open tote. It's a nice shape. I definitely love the croc emboss and the burgundy interior. That's very nice. I wonder if the burgundy interior is leather lined. I hope so. It looks like it could be leather lined on this green version, just based on the picture. Oh, this one is suede lined or microfiber lined. And this one is also 9325. So the croc emboss is about $400 more. Let's look at this clutch. Interesting how there's like this little CC sticking out, and that's how it opens, and it's like a peekaboo from the inside. It's really more of a wallet because there's so many compartments in there, but it's cute. Cute seasonal piece. Of course, it's $9 plus tax. When I say 9, we're talking thousands now, so I'm just shortening my like, I don't need to say all these numbers afterwards. It's just like, this is 11, okay? 11 plus taxes. If you don't already know, taxes in Canada, well, where I live is 12%, but it can go as high as 15%. So it is a big chunk of money also to consider when you buy these luxury price items. It's over 10% more after tax, so keep that in mind. What else do I like here? Let's see, this one. Messenger bag. Quite simple in design. Looks like the strap is adjustable. It's nice though. I love the leather look. Obviously, Blazy is from Bottega, so he's gonna bring some of his experience from there. Just says lambskin. It's quite nice. But yeah, it's 9, almost 10 plus tax. So very, very, very expensive. I also did like this version during the runway because, so it's 11 plus tax. It still has the 2 flapped inside. I love how slouchy it is though. And even though this one does feature the chain, it is more of the slouchy version of the XXL, and it looks very good on the model or when worn with I mean, I know that this is the summer collection, but I'm always thinking about where I live in Canada. We have very, very cold winters, so we have big coats, and so this is perfect for that. It goes over your shoulder, your arms, your arm sleeves very easily. This I did see on the display at my store. I'm pretty sure it's one of those, you know, you would only buy if you really did want to collect the different variation of the Chanel Kelly bag. It's fun, definitely, more as a collectible, because in terms of practicality, the bag should be similar. So yeah, this is sort of like a raffia version, but with a lot of these extra frilly things. So 7.8 plus tax. By the way, it's funny because I walked into my boutique. Obviously, I don't have a long-standing SA anymore. And so whoever was there on the floor available to help me. So there was this SA who came by and asked me, oh, if I wanted to try on any bags. I said, sure, what do you have? And she said, we have the 25, but they only had it in medium or in small. And then in the small, they only had a white and a burgundy. So they were all sold out basically. And so I was like, I was really more interested to try on the mini because that's the one that I've never tried on, never seen still in person. So I know you guys in the States, in Asia, you guys have tons of stock compared to us. But for me, they are quite elusive here in Canada. But I did try on the small once again. It's okay. You know, I wasn't like obsessed about it. So I was more interested in trying the mini. So they still didn't have it. That's that. Let's take a look at the large shopping tote. 14.7 plus tax. It's nice though. I really love this one. It kind of gives me a bit of Kelly vibe, like the very large Kelly. It definitely is the Kelly price range, but I like it. It's so much leather, very subtle CC logo turn lock. It has a cute little clochette, which we'll get to that when we look at the other accessories. Blazy is super smart, knowing that HERMES and other brands too, of course, do so many charms, and they make a killing with those accessories. So why not? The interior looks quite nice with a cotton twill lining. Looks like there's a middle, more secure compartment. I love this bag. It's really, really nice. Actually, this is more of a, now that I see the interior, it's more of a mix between the Kelly look and the Birkin functionality because it's quite open. But I love this bag. I think this and the Maxi flaps, they are definitely winners for me in terms of what's new for Blazy's first collection, first runway collection. By the way, someone commented on my previous video similar to this on the 26P collection, saying that it's not Blazy's collection. It was still his collection, it's just not his runway collection. Because as you can see, there are lots of similarities in the bags already, even in the commercial collection in spring, in pre-spring. This one was definitely a very popular bag on social media, 9.3, so pretty much 10K after tax. I do have to say, I just love the, not having tried it, of course, but I just love the aesthetic of it. Obviously, this shape is very in right now, but I just love the fact that the leather looks so good. It's not the caviar leather. I don't mind caviar leather, of course, but it's different. It's just grain calfskin, just feels very rich looking, looks very rich looking. In terms of functionality, it's not so structured and stiff anymore. It has a bit of give. It's a little slouchier. The leather is more flexible. I like that he does a lot of these open top compartments because that's what real women need. They need functionality and still accessibility and still some compartments that are secure. I think that's where he wins in terms of like redesigning some of these seasonal bags for Chanel's first runway. So I think this is super well done, which is probably why these bags are so well received. So I do like it. I like it a lot. Let's see what else. This does give me a bit of Bottega vibe for some reason. I think it's just, yeah, it's just the feel that there's a lot of leather. I love these. I mean, we all love the CC turn lock. So just reimagining somewhat of a more simpler silhouette, friendly utility bag. Very smart. The price, however, not so smart, at least for us. Oh my gosh, this one. The Preppy Cocoa. So I know a lot of you probably did end up buying this flap or even the smaller the goods version of this Preppy Chanel bag. So how are you guys going about it with it? Have you noticed anything annoying? Did you enjoy using it? Of course, outside of the honeymoon phase, did you find anything that you would want to point out? Share it in the comment section with us because, like I said, all these bags for me are elusive here in Vancouver. I cannot get to try them. And because I don't have an SA working with me anymore, that doesn't help, of course. As for me, I am still secretly interested in it, but you know, it's not a priority. Oh, I still love this bag. When I was at the store, there was another lovely customer beside me that was trying the gold version. However, I don't know if that was her first choice. I don't know if those are just like the only colors left, but I still love, very much love the Kelly shopping bag. It's cute. It's just perfect. Actually, I'm just noticing this right now. What is that? It's a little D-ring. Is that for charms? I think it is, right? Because they're doing so many charms nowadays. It must be, right? What is that little D-ring here, or O-ring? That's so interesting. Price upon request. Yeah. It's a collectible. This is more of a SLG size even because it opens like this. Oh, by the way, when I asked about the Preppy bag, the Preppy Cocoa, I was told, oh yeah, we have it in the vanity one. I'm like, that's not what I asked for. Don't patronize me, you know what I mean? Like, there's a fine line between customer service, being friendly, and just patronizing. So that's that. Let's look at the small leather goods. I didn't take it seriously. It's fine. Love this still. The vanity with chain. I noticed that there was a lot more stock this time, which is, I guess it's good. It's more accessible. But when I was interested, it wasn't available. And now I am not interested anymore. I just don't care about it as much. But I still like it. I did, you know, kind of play with it a little bit. Not this season, but previously. And I think it's a great size for sort of like a dinner bag. Bag charms. They're finally doing it. Good for you, Blazy, for thinking bottom line for Chanel, because these things, they make a killing and they're so simple. They're just charms. And why not make use of your branding, your logo, to make people spend more money on useless things? Now, don't get me wrong. I buy charms myself too. I try not to buy too many, but they are useless. They are just for decoration. So I have to really limit myself because they can get addictive. Now, this little clutch with chain and strap, I was really intrigued when I first saw it on the website. I was like, what is this? This looks like the, you know, the to-go wallets from HERMES. I wish I could try it on. I didn't see it in store, maybe because I didn't ask for it actually, but I kind of like it. Actually, maybe I should just ask for it next time I go back to the store. Sometimes I don't bother because I feel like if the essay is already sort of like not really, you know, she's only entertaining me because she has to, then I just don't ask. I just look around and then I go. So I just wanted to click in here just to see what this charm is about. These clutches, they do look very nice. These clutches, they're very, very Bottega for me. But once again, I do like the simplicity. It's a very subtle logo. It's been a while since I bought a card holder and I was quite intimidated by the price these days. I was like, whoa. $785, that's like 800 plus tax basically. That's very, very expensive. And for some reason I am actually disliking the card holders these days because, or at least in this season, because they look way too simple. Like there's nothing to it, no quilting, nothing, just two pieces of leather sewn together, and that is for me just a money grab. So no to these simple card holders. I don't know. I mean, this I don't mind to be simple, but this, I don't know. I expected more for $800 plus tax. It's insane, right? Like this one, like I said earlier, to me, I was intrigued because my first thought was, oh, to-go wallet. And I love that it has two different straps, especially because I love the leather straps on the to-go wallet with HERMES. They're just way more comfortable. So I was really, really keen on that actually. This is really cute, this bag charm. It is on the pricier side, but it was also a lot bigger than the CC charm. Now this card holder, on the other hand, because of the subtle embossing, I can forgive it. Like I can sort of be like, oh, okay, sure, a little pricier, but at least there's some texture to it. I don't know. I just find the other one a bit too lazy and I'm not here for it. Okay, I just jumped into the micro bag section because I thought, what micro bags do we have this season? I like the tassels. They're very cute with the CC medallion in leather. It's very Bottega because even the strap itself is, you know, just the comfortable leather. It's slightly adjustable. Yeah, it's very Bottega vibe for sure. And I think, you know, because they are in the small leather goods section, the price is a little bit more, I mean, a little bit more friendly, not super friendly, but a little bit more friendly. What is the size of this? It's not super big, but it's still about 8.7 inch wide, 22 centimeters wide. So it's about the size of a wallet, like in terms of length, the long wallet. So I'm guessing this one is bigger than this one because, yeah, this one looks smaller. Oh yeah, this one's 18, 7.1 inch wide. And then this one, I believe it was like 21 or something. So this one is really the size of a wallet. Yeah, 21.2, 8.5 inch long wallet. I was referring to the long wallet. And then we have these clutch with chain. Very bubble. It reminds me a little bit of the oh, I like that the kiss lock is like that though. It's kind of fun. It's like 2 cc's separating. Yeah, this definitely reminds me a lot of the pouch bag from Bottega, just shape-wise. These are the walks. This is kind of cute. It's 6,000 now for wallet on chains. 5.5. Let's take a look at the pouches. Oh, there's a bigger version of that to-go wallet. So this is more of a clutch size. So yeah, so the price of this is quite friendly, but it is also a very super simple construction. There is not much to it. Really, this reminds me a little bit of the LV origami type pouches. So essentially you're getting a chain attached to it, which adds to the price, but this chain is detachable. So very smart to copy Hermes. I don't necessarily mean that Hermes did it first, but you know, it's sort of just a reference. Leather accessories, here we go. Yeah, these are the ones that we saw already. We didn't look at the egg. So the egg is 3 plus tax. Can someone tell me what is the reference or what is the idea of all these rubber duckies in this season? It's kind of funny. We'll have a quick look at the costume jewelry. Once again, I'm not so much into costume jewelry these days. I still look at them from time to time, but I don't really buy them, or I try not to. I mean, I can get very tempted sometimes, but I try not to. These are kind of cute though. However, on the model, with this look especially, like there's so much going on already on her outfit. I don't think it's actually adding to the outfit at all. The costume jewelry, they've become really, really expensive. Not that they weren't before already, but these are cute though. They are, you know, they are cute. But do I need to buy these because I want a piece of Chanel? Like, does that make me happy that way? I don't think so. These stud earrings, the star-studded earrings, are very talked about on social media. I could see why, because they are kind of special. I mean, they're different, and they are definitely obvious on the ears. They can be a showstopper, especially if you're wearing this outfit with a very simple top. Simple as in like it's just like a button-up shirt. It's very nice with short hair, or with even with long hair. Those are very, very nice. I did notice a lot of these reissue chain jewelry, which is such a great idea. Like literally this just looks like, even the closure, they literally are just chains for bags. That's how it looks like. And it's a good idea because it does add to the look of your outfit, but it also is such a good money grab. Like it's so good for Chanel to make money off of customers buying this, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you like it, you like it. But it's also a really nice piece. Like it does elevate the outfit. I think when you have a signature chain like that, you should make more out of it so that you get more out of it. So I mean, this bracelet it's really cool. I wish this was, you know, in actual gold, or at least gold plated, so that it would last longer. But it's really nice. I'm not a personal fan of these, but just for the sake of checking it out, let's click on it and see. It does not remind me of Chanel whatsoever. Even if it's new Chanel, I still want to be reminded of the brand Chanel. It doesn't remind me of any of that. So anyway, these were the costume jewelry. Once again, when I saw these rubber duckies, I was like, what is going on? Or maybe they're not ducks. I'm not sure. They look like little chicks, actually. It's fun, but I just don't really understand the reference. And they're, of course, super pricey. But it's actually kind of fun, though. Like, I don't know. It's quirky, and it's, you know, if you're wearing this little brooch, for example, it could be a fun conversation. Let's take a look at the other accessories. So there's a lot of scarves. There's a lot of these very simple looking belts. These were well priced. They were $1,300, I think. They were $1,350. Whether you get the Croc and Boss, $1,375. Whether you get the Croc and Boss or the smooth leather ones, I think they're very similar pricing. So very digestible, but also just very simple looking though. Like there's nothing to it other than it holds your pants, and they are a Chanel belt, so there's that. For me personally, when I buy Chanel belts, I like the details. So this doesn't give me enough details. And in that case, I'd rather buy an Hermes belt because Hermes is definitely known for their leathers. Lots of twillies. This one's quite pretty. Slim bandeau. We should call by their correct name. So this slim bandeau is very nice. I like the very subtle black and white with the Chanel scribbling. This one's quite nice, actually. I should buy this one. 160, over 1.5 meter long. It's a very long twilly. It's very nice. Bandeau, very long bandeau. Lots of stoles, lots of scarves, and hey, why have we not have scarf rings all this time? Like, this is the first time, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because as far as I know or remember, we've never had a scarf ring before. And scarf rings, just like many of the quote-unquote useless accessories, they can really add up quickly, these small purchases. And to be honest, scarf rings are actually useful. I buy them myself and I do use them, so I'm actually really happy to see something like this. It's quite nice. I would definitely want to buy one if I did collect Chanel scarves too. As I mentioned earlier, I did not get to try on any of these new jackets. I saw this one on the display, but that's about it. And that is such a shame because I wanted to try it. It's about 9.3 plus tax. So very steep pricing. But unfortunately, I can't try them on. If I'm going to own one piece of Blazy, I definitely would have not minded to get his first collection as well. And I think these are super wearable jackets. So unfortunately, they were all sold out already here. Obviously, I think there is the need to still continue to create the old Chanel looks as part of each runway. I feel like you need to do that to please the old Chanel lovers. But for anything that looks kind of new and fresh and younger or different, I feel like they are almost moving into more of a quiet luxury direction, meaning you're not going to see a ton of logo, you're not going to see a ton of the branding or the buttons, but everything's going to look simpler, and you wouldn't even know that it's Chanel ready to wear unless you know. How do you guys feel about that? Do you buy Chanel because it has all these recognizable features, the buttons are different every season, they never repeat them, obviously it's well crafted and the material is exquisite and all that, so that's all still going to be true, but it's so much simpler. How do you feel about the fact that it's more kind of quiet luxury, if that's what Blazy's sort of idea of new Chanel is? Do you even agree with my assessment? By the way, I don't love, if anything, I think this look is hideous. But I saw some references online. People are comparing this look to a lot of his old work back in Bottega. Maybe it's the whole combination of the bra see-through thing and then the wheat. It's just like a lot going on. I'm not sure I find this artistically beautiful. Regardless of the price, of course. Like, it's just, I just don't really like it. This jacket is so cool, and I love the whole combo with the low-rise skirt, and I just love everything about this look. Unfortunately, didn't get a chance to try on or to see any of these looks, which is so sad. But I'm just gonna check out the price regardless. Yep, it's all around the 9s. So basically, after our sales tax here, it's in the 5 figures. This look was rather simple, which again, comes back to what I was alluding to earlier, the quiet luxury. Are you guys into this quiet luxury look and the quiet luxury pricing? I suppose the very, very premium quiet luxury pricing. Are you guys into that? Not judging if you love it, obviously, but I personally, I don't know if I really need Chanel quiet luxury looks. I don't know if I really need Chanel quiet luxury clothing. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna buy Chanel ready to wear, I want to have those details. Let's take a look at this shirt since it was so anticipated. So it's around 5'8", so pretty much 6 plus tax. We're looking at well over 6'5". It's a beautiful shirt, and the bottom is lined with the Chanel chain. There's lots of details to it, and that's what I'm talking about. When you buy ready to wear, you want to know that there's a lot of thoughtful details that are put into the construction of the garment that should make it worth it and different, right? Obviously, you can buy a crisp white shirt from anywhere, but it's not going to be this level of details. Now, having said that, I've seen some social media posts that complained about the craftsmanship of this shirt being very horrendous. Something about this part that is sewn on top being not flat, and that is quite horrendous to see. Like, I'm not sure if it's just that bad. That is quite unacceptable. So let me know if you guys have bought it and if you've had this problem. Or do you think that maybe people that are able to afford these ready-to-wear pieces don't even look at these things? Do you really think that they don't look though? Because it almost feels like a ripoff. Like you're not giving me the same exclusive craftsmanship anymore, right? So I don't know. What do you guys think? I would be furious. Now here's the difference with this wheat silk top underneath, peeking out of this jacket, styled with the whole matching set. Beautiful. In this instance, beautifully styled. Here's the pink version of the shirt, but with the pockets. I really like these low-rise skirts. They are very feminine. They look very comfortable, and yet looks very fresh and modern. And I love that there's the chain detail on the bottom of it. It's very nice. I really love these. I think this first runway season is very tastefully designed, unlike the fall winter, which we're gonna take a look at eventually. This dress is very beautiful. I actually saw it in person on the mannequin, and it's one of those, you know, it's like a very heavy knit. This for me is the epitome of quiet luxury. So we have this crop version of their button-up shirts. I will say, although the crop version is the more modern cut, I will say that I kind of like the long version. I don't know what it is. Maybe because I don't think the crop version is going to be as long lasting, because if I'm going to invest my money on ready to wear, I want it to be something that I would wear until my old age. Because even though you keep your figure relatively similar, but your body will change, your body composition will change over time, and you want your ready to wear to be as forgiving as possible. Because you invest a lot of money in these things, right? You want it to be just very timeless and also works with your body seamlessly over time. This was very beautiful on the runway. I don't think I had the chance to see it in store either. But regardless, I really like the details on this garment. I love the drape. I love the fluidity of this outfit. Not the hat, but just worn like this right here, just with a simple bag, some gorgeous earrings and shoes. Really, really, really beautiful. Similarly, this is also super beautiful because they made it into a jacket. It's just gorgeous. Now, I have not had the chance to see these in person. They were just not even on the floor, but it's just so beautifully intricate. It's beautiful. They were just some of the more old Chanel looking vibe, and definitely much more closer to my aesthetic. Now, this dress, I did say that I think perhaps this model was pregnant, because there's no way this is a figure flattering dress unless you were in your pregnant season. Once again, the drop waist, but this is tasteful. It's very like, it's still very feminine. It has a lot of fluidity with the skirt. It still accentuates the body, and it's very forgiving because you have a lot of freedom. You can sit down and eat and move. So beautifully made. I love, love, love this trench coat. And in case you guys are wondering, oh, how come I don't have footages of any of the ready-to-wear? It's because the essay was literally just like following me and I didn't feel comfortable filming. Plus, in reality is that you're not really allowed to film here in Canada. So whenever I do film, I ask for permission. Or if I take a picture, I ask for permission. So for the ready-to-wear part, I just did not bother. Now, they did have this jacket in store. I think it was less popular with the new crowd because it was definitely more of the old Chanel, or more reminiscent of the old Chanel. I did have a look at the fabric and everything. This border, like the embroidery, it's so thick and very heavy. I didn't know if I would really feel like this jacket is comfortable to wear unless I had a very special event. I do believe they did have this jacket in store, and I was tempted to try it. I didn't try it in the end. I did look at the buttons. They were very vintage, old, antique looking design. I feel like I saw this jacket. I can't even remember anymore because, like I said, I don't remember sometimes if it's like, if I see it on social media so much, or if it's just because I actually saw it in store. But I do like this jacket. I think it's so recognizable. So for me, outside of the first few looks from Blazy, like his signature boxy jacket, crop boxy jacket, this one really stood out to me. It just is so interesting. It's visually so stimulating. It has so much detail. To me, this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful look. I love the whole thing, including the skirt. I did not see any of these rounded, exaggerated shoulders in store, actually. Did not see any of these. Can't remember if I saw this one in store either. I feel like I didn't see it in store. I remember this skirt was very expensive. Yeah, it was 18,000. This is definitely one of the very special pieces that caught my eye. It's such an intricate cardigan, and from what I hear, the sizing, the Blazy sizing, is much more generous. There are people with very, very narrow shoulders in Asia that I don't think it would fit any of them unless they went with the smallest size and call it oversized on them. So yeah, that's my first impression of this collection. I was quite excited about it. I was just more disappointed that I didn't really get to see much in store. Based on the 3 runway collection that we've seen from Blazy so far, and especially with this one being available in store, do you think Chanel is moving in the right direction? Or do you think that people will literally stop buying Chanel? I will leave you with your thoughts, but do comment down below. I need your help with reviving my channel. As you may know, I got hacked. My channel got hacked, so it was dead for a month. So by you watching this video and commenting down below and liking this video really, really helps me. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.